If you need to manifest money fast, watch this video until the end. This is also going to be kind of like a follow-up video to the last law of attraction video that I made. So if you haven't seen the last video that I made, click the link in the description and it'll take you to the last video. That's going to be like a prerequisite for what I'm going to share in this video. Last time I briefly talked about how the subconscious mind is ruling our life and how the subconscious mind is actually manifesting our reality. Our beliefs that we have held subconsciously is what's creating the circumstances that we manifest. So I also explained about how when children are between the ages of 1 and 7, they're in a certain brain frequency that allows their subconscious mind to be easily programmed. Well, what I'm going to teach you in this video is how to reprogram your subconscious mind so that you attract money with less resistance, because you might be having these subconscious programs that were programmed into your subconscious from a very, very young age that you're not even aware of, that are holding you back from being able to attract abundant amounts of money. How many times have you heard people say things like money is the root of all evil, or money doesn't buy happiness, or money doesn't grow on trees? Those are all subconscious things that a lot of people believe, and a lot of times it's because their parents programmed it into their subconscious mind from a very young age. Or at a very young age, you might have seen your parents argue about money, and you might have heard them say that money is always scarce. I think the most common one is money is the root of all evil and money doesn't grow on trees. Well, let me tell you something. You see all those trees behind me? The money that's in your wallet is made of paper, and paper grows on trees. So money literally does grow on trees. So now let me show you how to reprogram your subconscious mind so that you can attract money with less resistance. Now, in order to reprogram your subconscious mind more efficiently, you have to get into the susceptible brain frequency, which is called theta. Now, I'm going to share with you 5 different frequencies that you can get your brain into. You have gamma, which is like super consciousness, where you get into the quantum field and you go multidimensional. You have beta, which is your alert working state, which is where most people spend the majority of their life. This is when you're problem solving in the 3rd dimension. Then you have alpha, which is relaxed and reflective, and you have theta. Now, theta is drowsy, meditative, and this is where you're the most susceptible in your subconscious. This is also where you're half awake and half asleep. You know, when you wake up in the morning and you're sort of awake but not really, that's theta. And this is the frequency that children are in between the ages of 1 and 7. And then the last frequency is called delta. This is when you're completely asleep and in a dreaming state. If you're not good at meditating, that's perfectly fine. What I want you to do is every single morning when you wake up, or if you're just taking a nap in the middle of the day, right when you wake up, immediately when you're in the theta frequency, I want you to use these 3 affirmations, and I want you to say them 3 times every single morning or every single time you wake up from a nap. It is a regular occurrence that large sums of money come into my life on a regular basis, and I am grateful. The universe conspires for my best interest, and all the events happening in my life are working together for my greater good. I am now earning money faster and faster and in larger amounts than ever before. Now imagine if that was your core belief. If you truly believe that, how much more excited would you be to wake up every morning and go out into the world and meet people and interact, if that was really truly what you believed? Because remember, what you believe in your subconscious is what's going to manifest your reality. So if you're constantly believing in negative thoughts, you believe money is the root of all evil, you believe you came from a poor family, you believe that you didn't have the same opportunities as everyone else, you believe that money doesn't grow on trees, you believe that everything is out to get you and that everything is a scam, well, then that's what you're going to manifest. So if we can reprogram your subconscious mind so that you believe what I just said in those affirmations, imagine how different your life would be, how much more excited you'd be to wake up every morning. Write down those 3 affirmations and repeat them to yourself. Do it every morning when you wake up. Do it 3 times in a row. Then I'd say do it again in the middle of the day and do it once again at night before you go to sleep. Be careful what you choose to do consciously, for unless your will is very strong, that is what you may have to do repeatedly and compulsively through the habit influencing power of the subconscious mind. That's a quote from Paramahansa Yogananda, author of the book Autobiography of a Yogi. Earl Nightingale once said, "Whatever we implant into our subconscious mind and nourish with emotion repeatedly will one day become our reality." As you sow in your subconscious mind, so shall you reap in your body and environment. That's a quote from Joseph Murphy, author of the book The Power of the Subconscious Mind. I'm gonna let you in on another little money secret that your parents probably didn't teach you, and that your public school teachers probably also didn't teach you, is that money is actually just energy, and energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transmuted or transferred. Let's think about other words that we use to describe money. We also call money currency, like an electric current. We literally use the same exact words to describe electrical energy. We also use the same exact words to describe water flowing through an ecosystem, because the water running through this river is also called the current of a river. And on the sides of this river we have the river banks. And what do the banks do? The banks direct the flow of the current, and we deposit our money into the banks. So you see, the banks have actually psychologically manipulated human consciousness to think that money is scarce, but they can print as much of it as they want. And they've psychologically manipulated human consciousness to deposit their energy, their currency, into their bank where they control it. They don't want you to know that money is just energy, and that there's an abundant amount of it in the universe, and that we can manifest it and we can create it. We don't have to use their money. There's all kinds of different alternatives now. All right, that's it for this video, guys. If you liked this kind of content, make sure you hit the notification bell, hit the subscribe button, give me a like, leave a comment, and let the YouTube algorithms know that you want to see more of this content, and I'll keep creating more. And make sure you share it, because then more people will know that money is just energy and we can attract it in abundant amounts. And the central banks really have manipulated human consciousness for their own financial gain, while a lot of other people are left in a world of financial scarcity, and we can break those paradigms that they've created.